That's true. Like rugged, right?
Rugged, yeah.
Rugged is a look for men, but not for women. Women are haggard.
Hi, I'm Teresa.
And I'm Emily.
This is No Ordinary Friendship.
We've been best friends for forever. And while life has tried to keep us apart,
we won't let it. Join us as we catch up on pop culture, parenthood, and whatever's on our minds.
We promise a short break from real life, just for a little bit.
We all have our people.
And now you are one of them. Hello, listeners.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Apologies and corrections. Just getting right into it.
Okay.
We did a 2024 bingo card a couple weeks ago, and one of our listeners, the one that told us gave us the idea to do the bingo card, was like, you guys did it wrong.
Oh, no.
Just the personal part.
Oh.
And remember we taled about how our personals were kind of like manifestations, just stuff that we wanted to happen, like you're going to win the lottery and things like that.
Yeah.
So personal section is supposed to be about other people. Like
what?
Other people, and you can't control
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So like, because ours were more like goals.
Well, but I can't control the lottery.
That's true. That is true. So anyways, I thought that was funny, but I didn't quite understand what that meant either.
Yeah.
So I was like, what does that mean? And she's like, well, you can't control him. So I was like, is it like Steven is going to gain 5 pounds, but he tells me he lost 10 pounds? She's like, yeah, that's something you can't control.
But why would we even have a bingo card about that? It's like not really about you.
Well, he's in my life.
That's true. Or Steven buys you a dog or something.
Yeah. Or like Tyler finally poops in the potty. Yeah. That's also a manifestation.
Okay,
and a
but
goal.
I like ours better.
Okay, we're going to stick to ours.
We don't follow the rules here.
We're definitely not going to change them, but just for that one listener.
Okay, maybe
apologies.
next year we'll do better.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, what's in the breaking news?
Okay, so breaking news. It's 2024 still. And
yes.
I know we already talked about resolutions, but, like the economy isn't doing great, feeling the pinch a little bit. So I'm trying to spend less.
Okay.
Not only for being minimalist, but like, for budget reasons. And I've decided to try this thing where if I want to buy, because I'm kind of like an impulse buyer, and not for like crazy expensive things, but I think it still adds up, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I see something and I'm like, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And then I just buy it. So I'm going to try to make a rule for myself where I have to have a 24-hour waiting period before I purchase something, unless it's like a necessity, right?
Sure.
So
what's the
that's my
last
thing.
impulse buy?
Well, we were at Daiso.
Yeah, you were impulse buying, so I got influenced too.
We both did. Luckily, it was Daiso. I think I spent like $3.
But it adds up, like you said.
It does. And I think like I've just gotten in a habit of kind of like, oh, I like this. I'm going to get it. And especially places like Target, it really does add up. Like you're like, oh, it's the dollar section. And then next thing you know, you spend $150. So yes, that's my goal that I wanted to share with you.
Yeah. And I think maybe even you can join me. Maybe you will also cancel Amazon Prime.
Maybe.
It's not that it doesn't come. It just comes over an extended amount of time.
Yeah.
So you'll just plan a bit better.
You're right. It's not a bad idea.
I like that idea though, because I would say I've been better about it.
Really?
Impulse buying, yeah.
But, okay, one downside, you get the discount if you're a Prime member at Whole Foods. Do you use it?
I do use it. It's very rare that I go to Whole Foods, but I did go yesterday with Logan because he was screaming his head off because it was raining, and Whole Foods is one of the few places that has an indoor parking lot, so I wouldn't have to go out in the rain with him.
I go like pretty often. So
Okay. Then it's worth it.
I don't want to lose my
Actually,
DLC
maybe
game.
I won't cancel it because I'm going to talk to you about a Prime Video show later on. So I definitely do still need it. You convinced me.
The other breaking news, which you already know, but we wanted to share with our listeners, is last time we talked about like fake going viral on TikTok with our unknown podcasters, which we were like so proud of.
So proud.
I think we got like 7,000 views.
Yes.
Yesterday, I posted the dumbest video about potato salad. It's got like 68,000 views as we record today. Who knows where it will go?
If you want to see what it is about, it's like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 seconds max.
Really dumb.
Check out our TikTok page.
But yeah, I'm really sad because of all the things we've been putting out there to try to like get people to know about our podcast. That doesn't show our faces. It doesn't say anything about our podcast. Yeah, it has a fake voice. So really a fail on my part, I guess.
But still super exciting to see that number go up.
It was fun all day texting you.
Because every single time, because I was playing music on my Spotify, so I couldn't go on TikTok or else the music goes away. And when I get your text message, I'm like, oh my God, it's so crazy.
Because like in the morning, I was like, oh wow, I got 900 views.
Yeah.
Like that did better than our usual.
And you're like, no, you're like, I hope it doesn't go more viral than our unknown podcasters.
I know, and it did.
It far exceeded our TikTok.
But it also gives me hope. Like we have the potential. We just have to keep throwing stuff out there. We have the potential
from an H Mart potato salad video.
I know.
Okay, I'm excited. Pop culture. Okay. Apparently Paris Fashion Week is happening or did happen. Did you know that?
I only saw briefly because I think Tina Lung was there.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, and I follow her on Instagram.
What was that show called? Bling Empire in New York. Yeah, I like her. So something went viral. Natalie Portman posted about her meeting Rihanna. Like they just ran into each other at Paris Fashion Week. And it was the cutest interaction because she's like still not over it. She was totally fangirling out. And then Rihanna was like fangirling out because once you actually click into the video, you can hear the dialogue. And Rihanna kept complimenting Natalie. And Natalie's like, I'm going to pass out. I'm going to pass out. And she's so much more petite. And Rihanna's like, I've loved you since the beginning. Rihanna's like, stop. But like, I loved you. It was so sweet. And Rihanna's like, can someone take a picture? I love both of them, even though they're so different.
Were people not taking pictures like endlessly?
I don't know. Well, not in the way that like a paparazzi would take a picture. And then they finally did.
Aww.
It was so sweet. But I was like, what is Paris Fashion Week? I know what it is. Like, what do people even... Because isn't there another fashion week coming up like the end of February?
I feel like there are fashion weeks like back to back, and it's just the different fashion houses depending on where they're based.
Then why are they?
It,
oh, so like there could be one in France and then one in Italy and at different times?
I think so. No, but I think it's different brands. No? I don't know.
Probably because
like whoever's based in like French brands versus Italian brands. And there's also New York
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
know very little.
We're
about
not
Fashion
in this
Week.
world at all. And people go crazy for it.
I usually skip those stories when it's like showing the runway stuff. Because first of all, I can't afford it.
Yeah.
And second of all, I'm going to buy it in like 5 years when it's, in the stores.
When it's at Zara, when they made the dupe. And
yeah. Like The Devil Wears Prada. You know how there's like this monologue where she's like, that blue sweater you're wearing, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm that person who bought the blue sweater at Target or whatever.
10 years later, when the trend is a little bit past and come back again.
Yeah.
But I always wonder, like, besides the front row who are like celebrities, influencers, like who's in the second, third, or like the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th row? Like, can you buy tickets to this or do you always have to be invited?
I think it's like rich people who aren't famous.
Rich people that buy the clothes.
Yeah. So it's actually like a preview of like what you could buy this year. Total guess. And then probably press, right?
Oh, yeah.
Fashion press.
I could never. Okay. Well, maybe one day they'll have a Target Costco fashion show that we could attend.
Oh my gosh, Costco Fashion Week.
They should do that.
They should invite us. Oh my gosh, Costco, are you listening? That would be so
That would be such a fun collab, and that would go crazy.
I was also thinking the other day randomly that Costco should sell ring lights. Like they should get on the themes,
trend, right?
Yeah, because people are buying it. They could probably sell it at a good price, and I was in the market for one.
You're still in the market for one.
I am, yes. If anyone wants to gift me one, I'm open. We'll feature it to our 150 followers. Although, okay, on TikTok, we were at 50 followers like 2 weeks ago, right? And we're at 150.
150, like 4.
Yeah, that's not like the percentage growth is good.
We're growing.
That's what I would put on my PowerPoint slide. Not the absolute number, the percentage.
Definitely. It's all part of the game.
Yes.
Tell me about Singles Inferno Season 3.
Okay. Well, I didn't finish, but I think I'm on the last episode. And it's actually been pretty good, I will admit. It's been a lot more just like, oh, who's he going to pick? Who's she going to pick? It wasn't like, oh, confirmed from the beginning. And there was like a little bit more drama. Mm-hmm. And the last thing is people are very open. Like there were these 2 people talking to each other about like a very personal, like, you and me, how do we feel about each other? But there were like 4 other people at the table. Like they didn't walk off to go like talk about it.
Awkward.
I guess
Is
they're
that a
okay with it.
strategy?
I don't know.
So was everyone just listening in on the conversation? Were they having a conversation?
No, everyone was just like listening.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah. But anyway, I'll tell you the ending next week.
Did
if it's worth
they
telling you.
ever like make out on the show or hold hands?
That's the thing. I think because it's a Korean-based show, it's very tame in that sense. I haven't seen anybody even kiss.
Like not even on the cheek or
no.
Do they hug?
A little. I think they hug or like a little bit of hand holding because they'll say, "Oh, you two matched. Hold hands as you walk off to paradise or whatever."
Wait, producers actually say that?
Like yeah, the
you
person.
Walk off?
There's like an announcer person. And then even at the paradise, which is usually in a hotel, like they never sleep in the same bed. They never show any. Like they go swimming together or they're in a hot tub together. They never do anything like in American shows. They'd be like all over each other, right? And they do drink too. So I'm like, something must happen off screen sometimes, right? And they just don't show us. And there's one guy who was like kind of the most popular guy of the season who actually really annoys me. But
that's beside the point.
He is like, I don't know if it's for his image or whatever. He's like a professional basketball player in Korea.
Oh, okay.
Victor was like, but you know, basketball's not really big in Korea.
It's like the lowliest sport.
I mean, clearly because nobody recognized him, right? But anyway, he like doesn't even sleep in the same room with the beds. He goes and sleeps like on the couch outside.
Oh.
And I don't know. Yeah.
Wait, so they don't even... Wait, do they have the same room? They have one room together in Paradise?
They have one room. So it's usually like a suite. So it's a really nice room, but there's only one room with beds in it.
And then the guy sleeps somewhere else?
That guy did. Sometimes they'll sleep... There's two beds and then they'll like each sleep in a bed.
Beds.
Yeah. I don't know.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. It's interesting that it's still like dramatic and hooks you in when there isn't that like physical aspect to it.
That's how you know it's good.
It is pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, let me talk about the Expats, which is the Prime Video show I'm watching right now.
Oh, yes. It's like in Hong Kong or something.
It's based in Hong Kong. Nicole and Kevin stars in it because she's the expat. Have you heard anything about this show?
My friend texted me that she was watching it. And that's it. Like,
who's your friend?
Tammy.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Tammy.
Like, who else is talking to you?
You're like, you have friends?
They have to talk to me about it. Okay, so... Oh, my notes. I'm sorry. I really like it so far. It's only been 2 episodes that have come out. And I think it came out last week, but 2 episodes came out last week.
Okay.
And it's... Nicole Kidman stars in it, and she kind of plays the same character that she always plays.
I can kind of envision it already.
Yeah. You know, like you watch Big Little Lies, right? So
like
it's that. Like she's this very sophisticated, worldly woman. You know, she's very
flirting
like,
on the inside.
Yeah, she's very pensive, but like on the inside, she's very multidimensional and layered, and like not everything is what it seems, but on the outside, she's very cool and put together.
Opposite of me.
But the whole plot, like to sum it up very quickly, is like she is in Hong Kong. She has 3 kids. One of her kids gets lost in the night market and that youngest kid was with a Asian American woman that she just met at a previous yacht party. That she was like kind of trialing her for a nanny-ish type of role. And then things just kind of got hectic, and unfortunately, her kid got lost. And so the very first episode was basically a year after that incident happened. And so you kind of see the circumstances there. And it's the first episode. You have to like, there's character building, you're kind of putting it all together. Oh, Steven was watching it with me. That guy is the question master. I'm like, I'm watching it with you too.
I said he doesn't ask any questions.
So many questions. I was like, did you not? Because Steven loves to do a little bit of pre-research. He's the one that told me about this show. I was like, do you not know anything? Like even in the ad for the show, like the trailer, like it tells you that the kid gets lost because he was with this like Asian girl, a young Asian girl. I was going to lose it. And the pacing was a little bit slow too. And I was like, this show is a dud. I highly recommend you like stick with it though, because second episode was very good. Like then second episode, they go back to like the beginning, how they met, like a little bit more about her family and her background.
Yeah.
Steven was like, oh, the dots are connecting. And I was like, because we have to watch it when the kids go to bed, you know?
Right.
And it was...
Time is limited.
Yeah, time is limited. No time for chit-chat. Like, and every little thing that they say is kind of important because it's not one of those shows where there's too much throwaway commentary because you are trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah. That's so interesting. I'm glad you told me because honestly, I like heard about it a couple times and I wasn't feeling it. I was like, I have zero interest in watching it, but I'll give it a shot now.
Yeah, I think the first episode, we were both kind of like, even 10 minutes in, I was like, I don't think this is the show for me. And I'm glad we stuck through it.
Okay.
The third episode, though, which comes out this week, will be very telling, according to Steven.
Oh.
Because he read something online. Because I think a lot of people thought the first episode was a dud and it picked up. The third one, if the pacing's still good and the story continues, then I think people will continue watching.
Okay.
I'm going to watch, though. I'm going to support my Asians.
Yeah, we're all about supporting Asians.
Even though I haven't watched
I know you already
stuff.
told me about this and it's not on our outline, but I did watch American Nightmare after you recommended it, and it made me so furious.
Livid, right?
Yes. And like, how come those police didn't get in trouble at all?
At all. And they get rewarded.
Did they even apologize publicly? Like, to not believe someone, frame them as the bad guy when like they didn't have any information. And was it at the end they said like he had told the police the kidnapper is going to reach out to me again, and they like shut off his phone?
Yes.
That's just irresponsible.
Yeah. Yeah. And they could have prevented that second raping.
Yeah. How sad.
And that was like the worst. I don't know. Like,
yeah. And you're right. How did we not hear about it at all?
I don't recall
when
at
we
all.
lived in the Bay Area.
And even the ones that happened in Palo Alto, Mountain View.
Totally.
That's so much closer to us. And those are like very rich cities too.
Yeah.
Like you would think, even like a
Well,
peeping
it's because
Tom.
the police didn't believe the women. I think they didn't make a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
And I also thought, Harvard probably wishes this didn't come out.
Yeah, for sure. It probably would have been even bigger if Harvard didn't pay them off. We don't know anything. We're conspiracy theorists over here. Oh, on that note, did you see the you told me about the conspiracy theory with Taylor Swift and MAGA?
Oh, yeah. It feels very far-fetched.
Very far-fetched. So the tea there, and it'll probably evolve more later on, is that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce
are plants.
Are psychological operations for the military, and it's all part of a bigger like U.S. government plan to
support Biden. I almost feel like they're hurting themselves by putting this out there, because now people are talking about Biden more.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Like, he wasn't even on the radar with the Super Bowl.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. It's just such a weird conspiracy theory.
I know. Sorry for my barking dog. Okay, and then last, we're doing a lot of shows this week, but
it's been raining.
That's true. On Netflix, have you seen there's a show called Love on the Spectrum?
I've seen the first season.
Have you heard? Oh, I just started watching it.
So sweet.
It is. It's so sweet. And I felt like it was really educational for me, because we've all heard of autism, but I don't think we like know that much about it or how different and nuanced it can be for each person. Right. And I was like, I feel so bad for them. And hopefully we can all treat people nicer.
I think it really opened up my eyes to what autism looks like in a young adult versus like a young child, which is what I'm more familiar with.
Yeah.
And it truly is a spectrum on just how they react to things, how they think, and how intelligent they are really, and how in touch they are with certain emotions. If anything, it's made me more aware of like weird norms that we have now that like actually are not logical.
Yeah. Like I feel like they in some way are more honest and pure, right? Like their reactions or what they're thinking or what they're saying, they don't have a filter. And that it is kind of childlike to me, because I was like, yesterday, going on a tangent. Yesterday, Charlie was like, kids just go and grab what they want, right? Like when they see something, they just take it. And I was like, yeah, that's true. Most kids, if they want something, then they try to get it. But some grown-ups, they'll let other people have it first to be polite. And I was trying to teach her, But then I was like, why do we do that? I feel like a lot of us limit ourselves or like put ourselves in the back of priority as we get older.
Yeah, especially for women, probably.
Yes. The patriarchy. Sorry, that was a complete tangent.
That also, the patriarchy reminds me of that TikTok that I sent you yesterday, where this girl posted how she just came to the realization that, the like being a cool girl or being a chill girl is like always seen as like a great thing and something that you want to try to be.
Yeah.
But it's really just the patriarchy trying to shut us down and quiet our voices.
Totally.
And I was like, I'm just realizing that now too. Because it is like definitely seen as better to be kind of like go with the flow, very adaptable to whatever the guy wants, whatever the group wants.
Totally. Wait, what TikTok?
You want.
I don't think I clicked on it.
Okay, never mind.
Was it the one I saw one where this girl was showing screenshots of like dating?
No.
Oh, okay. It's like a dating app, and it was like all these guys want girls who don't take themselves too seriously. And it was like over and over and over again. It's like, what does that even mean?
Very similar, but not.
Parenthood? Okay, so Charlie, I'm thankful it wasn't anything serious, but one night this week, Charlie said she wasn't feeling well, and I felt like she had like a slight fever, like it was like 99, 100, and I really don't trust my forehead thermometer, so I always take their temperature like 20 times in a minute and try to take the average. But anyway, the next day, I decided to keep her home just in case, and then she had a ball. Like, it was her teachers were joking, like, oh, it sounds like she took a mental health day.
Right.
Because she was, like, nonstop talking as soon as we dropped Cassie off. And I took her to run some errands because she clearly wasn't that sick.
Right.
But she was, like, loving it. And
Special
honestly,
time.
It's very rare for us to have one-on-one time now. I do take her on the weekend to, like, gymnastics. But, you know, she's doing her class and I'm just sitting there. So I feel like maybe going forward once a month or once a quarter, I'm going to try to take each girl and like keep them home from school so we can spend a day together. Because they actually like really enjoy it right now. And one day in the future, they're going to be like, no, thanks, Mom. I'm gonna go to school.
And they're not in real school right now anyway.
Yeah. But anyway, after that day with her, though, I was like, I am so tired because she just talks nonstop. So yeah, kids. That's all I had to say.
I think that's a good idea, though. You're the one that taught me like the 10-minute or 15-minute special time.
Yeah.
It's like an elongated version of that.
Yeah. And I think especially right now, a lot of times Victor's at work, so it's me with the two girls, and I really can't be doing much for either of them. I'm just like getting their dinner ready or getting them ready for bed. So it's very like transactional almost. And I want to be able to like take them somewhere fun. Although with Charlie, I didn't do much. I like took her to H Mart. I took her to 85C. Yeah, like it was just, she was coming along with me. Yeah. And I also realized this age 4-year-old is like so nice to take to do stuff compared to like Cassie would just be like grabbing crap and like throwing things and like eating things off the floor. So
maybe that's why Charlie was like, kids just take things, right? You, her sister.
Yeah, she's pretty like honest about Cassie's shortcomings. Okay, should we move to random?
Yeah. Tell me about this fancy European brand.
So I think you've tried it.
I have. I just don't know how to pronounce it.
I don't either. Augustinus Bader is my guess. Yeah. So they are a skincare line, and I bought some. It's crazy expensive. I think it's like $200 for not a huge bottle. Yeah. And I
cream?
Bought the rich cream, I think is what it's called.
You gotta be rich to buy the rich cream.
Very well named. But I bought it like last year during the Nordstrom sale because I've always wanted to try it. And, you know, I have impulse purchasing issues. But Victor and I have been using it. And even over FaceTime, I think Victor's family was like, your skin looks nice to him. Ooh. And he hasn't been really doing anything else.
Wait.
So I really feel like it makes a difference.
What did Victor use before?
Probably just like Kiehl's or whatever I was using.
Does he wash his face every night and every morning?
In the mornings, I think he just uses water like me.
Yeah.
But at night, he does.
You know, Steven doesn't.
I know. Crazy. God. And he has nice skin.
Does he? Well, I
haven't seen him in person in a while, I feel like. But yeah, you know, Victor is in his 40s. And if you're willing to spring for it, this is one where I don't think it's overhyped. Like, I don't know what it does. But also for me, I don't have to use that much and my skin feels moisturized.
Yeah. It's very rich.
Yeah, we're almost running out and I'm kind of sad because I don't think I'm going to repurchase for a while.
That is really cute that you two share skincare.
He just uses whatever I have at this point.
Does he use a Mixsoon bean essence?
I gave it to him. Oh, so that's the second thing I wanted to update you. I was convinced by TikTok to try it, right? And it's not for me. I feel like it's the same thing as the snail mucin. So maybe those like sticky essences are just not for my skin because I can't say 100%, but I started using it for 2 days and I got a pimple. And then I stopped and the pimple went away and my skin was fine. And then I was like, I'll try it again. And I like used it for a couple days again and I got all these little bumps on like one side of my cheek. And then I stopped and I haven't gotten it again. So I really think like...
I don't think it's for you.
Yeah. So Victor was like, I'll use it. So maybe he can use it and I'll report back.
I love that. Is he good? Like, does he know how to like rub it on
I don't know. He probably just like does it
and-
really fast.
I just cannot imagine Steven doing skincare routine. I would
You should
love
make
him
a
too.
TikTok of like telling him to get ready.
Get ready with me, and it would be
Yeah.
like a 2-second video.
No, you make him use your skincare.
I'm gonna waste it on him.
What if he like uses it once and he's like, oh my gosh, like
My life
my
has changed.
skin, and then he starts using
You know,
it
guys
all.
are actually very vain too. So like once they
Yeah.
see that they start looking better, they're gonna keep doing it. Like
yeah,
my dad
once
is
he
definitely that way.
notices, right? Like, oh wow, this actually does something.
So my mom buys my grandmother expensive skincare, or they like go to the mall and they buy it together, right? And there was like this, I don't know, it was gone very quickly. And my mom was like, what's been happening here? My grandma's like, I don't know. And we later found out, well, they just thought like, oh, my grandma's like, she forgot, like she's using a lot more than she thought. My grandpa comes out one day, he's like, this cream is great. And they're like, oh, mystery solved. He's been using the really expensive skincare item too.
Yeah, I mean, they got to take care of their skin too.
It's true. Yeah, but they still, I don't know, they still get props for looking bad.
That's true. Like rugged, right?
Rugged, yeah.
Rugged is a look for men, but not for women. Women are haggard.
That's so true. They're the same family. They're definitely in the same family.
Oh, the patriarchy.
Okay, kind of on that note, I was in Target and do you know Native, the deodorant brand that's all over Target and like Instagram?
I think my friend used to work there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they are having a collab with the Girl Scouts.
What?
Yeah.
Do they have like cookie flavored deodorant?
Cookie-scented deodorant and shampoo and conditioner, and I saw it at Target. I was like,
dreamed that one up.
Who signed off on this? This is not something that we need.
Watch it sell out like the pink Stanley cup.
Who is in love with like smelling like a cookie but not eating one?
Yeah, no.
A lot of
Not
people,
me.
Emily. It's not her.
Did you see people buying it?
Well, so I was trying to do a little bit of research because we're doing a podcast.
Because people yell at us for not doing research.
And on Target online, on Target.com, there are like so many high, like 5-star reviews for these products. People are like, it smells just like the lemon cookie, or like, if you love coconut, caramel, like this is the product for you. Like, can you imagine your deodorant?
I guess
coconut?
thin mint. I could go for like a minty deodorant.
Can you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I like mint.
You do like mint. Okay, well,
I'm a
maybe
mint girly.
your birthday's coming up.
I have a deodorant I'm working through still.
And also there is a Starbucks connected to the Target, and I need a new seasonal drink. I feel like the holidays you get
They
pumpkin
don't
spice
have
latte,
anything
you
after
have-
that, right?
They have all these other specialty latte drinks, but like I need a nice seasonal thing that I can like crave.
Can you still order the winter ones even though they're not on the menu?
No,
I bet they still have all the syrup.
You definitely can't order a pumpkin spice latte.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can make it at home, which is not the same as we know.
We're not going to do that.
But I don't know. Don't you feel like you need to go overpay for like some coffee?
Yes. But it's helping me because, I'm trying not to.
Yeah, same. Okay, fine.
But honestly, it's so sad. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I just want to go buy a matcha latte, pay someone to make it for me, use that cute cup.
Yeah.
But I'm trying so hard not to.
Yeah. I think a matcha latte is okay.
It's still like $6.
No, okay, as in like you use it, you consume it.
Like I don't have to wait 24 hours.
I think it's okay.
Okay.
Okay,
I feel like this one has been on our list like multiple
Asian girl
times.
accent.
Or no?
Have we talked about this already?
No.
I don't think we have.
Okay.
But I was watching this TikTok the other day, and it was also no face. It was just like a recording over a video. And I just knew immediately it was an Asian girl talking.
Oh.
And then I went to her profile, and it was an Asian girl.
Oh.
So do we have an accent?
I really want to know that too, because I do think some people you can tell for sure.
There's definitely a SoCal Asian girl accent.
Yeah. SoCal Korean girl.
For sure. It's like a whole
SoCal
nother
Chinese girl.
dialect.
I do think some people have, I don't know what it is too. I can't pinpoint it because it's not like they have a Fabi accent.
Right.
They just have a certain way of, maybe it's intonation or something. I'm so curious. I wish people would tell us. Maybe we should ask TikTok.
Yeah. Oh.
We should make a TikTok today without our faces and then ask, can you tell? Let's do it.
Okay. Done.
And if there are any listeners tuning in and you're not our friend, tell us, what do you think? Do we sound Asian?
Because this girl, I think, was a NorCal Asian girl. I don't know if she's NorCal, but she definitely was a SoCal
Now I want to hear
girl.
it. Can you find it and play it for
There's
me?
no way I know how to use TikTok well enough to go back and find this video.
Did you like it? I think if you liked it, it shows up in our...
I didn't like it.
Oh,
because I don't even remember what she talked about. I just remember thinking, ooh, this is
You're
something to talk about on the
Asian.
podcast. All right. That's it for today.
Yep. Thank you. And please subscribe, share with your friends. That would be the best for us because we're trying to grow.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.